Hello everybody, Astocky here and welcome to episode 12 of my Let's Play of the Yogscast Complete Pack. I'm just messing around with the field of view a little bit. To be honest, I only just found the slider. Just trying to experiment. That's 80. I've kind of got used to the feeling of the normal, but I'm wondering if maybe having a little bit more field of view would help prevent creepers and things from sneaking up on me. I'd be interested to hear in the comments what you guys think. And I guess I had a little bit of time to do some playing off camera. Didn't get time to do a lot, but what I did get time to do was just a few things where I couldn't record. So see, I now have 25 berry medleys, and I made a heap of bowls. I've got a number of different tools. I basically went through a lot of my dusts and smelted them up, so I have quite a bit more ingots now. And I did do one thing off camera. The only reason I did it is because I wanted to smelt all my ingots in here. So I've currently got 740 experience, and the way I got that was with an experience core. So just to show you how to get one, you take one of these upgrade cores, you take one of these bottle of enchantings, and you place them in here, and you infuse the upgrade core with a bottle of enchanting, and that gives you this upgrade core and basically experience core, sorry, and what it does is it multiplies the experience you get for smelting by 10. So if I was to take a force log and throw that in here, so you currently have 740, that'll cook up, and I now have 760, so instead of getting 2 experience, I got 20. So that's been really good, because that allows me to keep a whole heap of levels. The other thing that it allows me to do is I can just shift right click and just pump all my levels into it. And up to 1084 now. That just means that if I do something silly and die, I don't totally lose everything. But off camera, while I was waiting for that to smelt, I put about 100, maybe 120 dirt through this, and here's all the stuff that I got. So heaps of these little stones, and basically the only thing they're good for is making cobblestone. So no real other use at all. Other than, like I said in the last episode, you can throw them, and some things do happen when you throw them. But in terms of recipes, which takes a little while it thinks about things, and I actually get an array out of bounds exception, which is clearly not cool. Sorry, this is not recipes, I want uses. So that's the only recipe for it as well, but I do get that array out of bounds exception, and I don't know what causes it. There's a few of those that happen sometimes in this pack, but not all of the time, so it's a little bit weird. But the throwing and all that kind of stuff works properly now that I've got Java as a high priority. So for those of you who might be having a little bit of an issue, that seems to really make a difference. And I get pretty much a constant 60 frames per second. Yes, but I was totally distracted. So I got seeds, pretty normal, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, mana beans. I don't know what they do, but I have 2 different kinds. I got grass seeds, so maybe if I wanted to plant some dirt and grow some grass on it somewhere. I got carrot seeds, an acorn, which allows you to grow an oak tree, potato seeds, so I can grow potatoes now, which is brilliant, rubber tree seeds, so I'm going to take those and those and those, and I'm going to go plant them, because that seems like a good idea to me. The next thing I had was spruce seeds, so I can plant some spruce trees, and sugarcane seeds, which are not a lot of use. But the final thing that I think is really cool is I got silkworms. Now, after saying, I guess they must have nerfed it and turned it off so I can't get them. I don't know if there's been an update or not, but I made 8 of the crooks. I haven't made the bone ones, but the crooks, which are 4 sticks each, is the typical recipe that you use, any kind of stick, and I made 8 of them, and you can see just how many leaves are missing from these trees over here. And basically by making all of those, I ended up like completely and utterly breaking 8, and after completely and utterly breaking 8 crooks worth of leaves, which is a lot I might add, that takes a lot of time, I was fortunate enough to get eight of these silkworms. So I'm going to now plant them. For those of you who haven't played Skyblock, you might not know exactly what they do. The other thing I will have to do... no, perfect. I think I worked out what my issue was about the difference between the two modes on the different worlds, and I think I've got it sorted now. It's very much a think, because I'm not completely sure. But I also got myself a lot of leather, and the way that you can do that is if you get an animal, cow, sheep, whatever, and you force shear it. I think I might have shown it with pigs, where you can, force take off their bacon, and then use a bucket of liquid force that they're just standing in to grow it back. Well, I did that with my cow farm. I think I ended up with about 2 stacks of leather, something along those lines. Whatever it was useful without being, like crazy important. But we want to plant just a couple more of these like this. And now I'm going to grow a new area of trees, because I want to grow some special trees. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this will allow the absolute maximum leafage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the correct block there. And once they grow, I will be able to do some cool things with them. In addition to that, I want to plant these rubber tree seeds, which should grow Mine Factory Reloaded rubber trees. So I'm just going to do the same kind of thing with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be just perfect. I'll go and sleep through the night. No, I'm going to brave it. Totally going to brave it. This might cost me later. But where were my... ender tots. Just going to plant those potatoes. Now, don't mess with ender tots unless you have a thing for hurting yourself, because ender tots will spawn angry endermen after you kill them. It's like the parents come back to bite you. And they're like real hardcore endermen too, like much tougher than your usual enderman. So, bedtime now. Bedtime, bedtime, bedtime. No, bedtime. They must be underneath. I hate it when this happens. Take 2, we can totally do this, we can totally sleep now. Otherwise I might have to work out some way to make myself a bit higher. Ah, come on. I'm going to pause the video and come back once I can sleep. Back in just a minute. Okay guys, finally I got to sleep. It took a lot of time and a lot of heartache and a lot of fighting. I pulled my bow out, ended up killing a heap of people with that. Creepers tried to blow me up. It just wasn't a good day. Here's a skeleton that I had to shoot over here. They just didn't get it. I don't even want these zombie heads, not really. Ooh, bread meal. It's like skeleton bread, I think. That should be the technical name for it. There we go. And there I have my 1 potato. I didn't really need more than 1 potato, so that's why I just did 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, really? Oh, really? He just smacked me. can't have been that badly hurt. This is just totally uncalled for. Oh, baby. Hate babies. Hate babies so badly. Okay. Give me all my stuff back. Stupid thing. And you flower. Flowers. Oh. Didn't mean to break that block. Never mind. There we go. That is sufficient for me to get up and out of there now. Now we want to plant. I think I'm just going to go for 2 melons and 2 pumpkins. 1, 2. 1, 2. I believe that to be perfectly sufficient. What else did I have? Anything? Silkworms. Let's go see if by any miraculous kind of luck I've ended up with some kind of tree grown, and if not, I'm not going to wait. I hate that chicken farm too, by the way. I've pretty much culled all of the chickens except for those 2. I don't like chickens. This game doesn't like me sometimes, I think. I think that's what it is. Ha. 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 Come on, cop bone meal. Okay. Wow, it takes a lot of bone meal to grow one of those ones. Okay. Now what we need to do is infest. So let's use 2 in each tree. That should be manageable. And while we're doing that, let's cut this down and get ourselves some rubber. That's going to allow me to start with Mine Factory Reloaded, and hopefully everything going well and working the way that I would like it to, I might be able to start with some kind of automatic mining system. I mean, that's ideally what I would like. Gonna have all this rubber. Oh, a pig with a hat. I'm like, what the heck is that? 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1. Silly pigs. 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1. So you can see here it is going white, which means it is infested, and once this gets to maximum whiteage, you can see that it starts to spread. Whiteage is a thing too. Totally a thing. Oh, pants. Am I wearing pants? No, I'm not wearing pants. You may ask yourself, why am I not wearing pants? I promise you, it's because I forgot. I don't know if that's ever a good excuse for not wearing pants. It can't be, can it? I think there would be a lot less court cases and a lot less people getting in trouble if I'm not wearing pants because I forgot was considered to be a valid excuse. What in the heck? I did hear an explosion. You're my Fortune 1 pickaxe. Let's get my Fortune 3. Yeah, Fortune 3 pickaxe. Let's see what this thing drops. It dropped Moonstone, hey? I honestly don't know if that's a good thing or not. I know so little about Ars Magica. Well, I mean, to be fair, I know very little about pretty much all of the mods in this pack. I'm way out of date with my Minecraft and my moddiness. I'm going to put silkworms in there because as far as I'm concerned, they're something that grows. You're going to have to be a precious thing, aren't you? Precious. I don't know what you are, so until further notice. And rubber, you can be precious too. Although I may have to move you. We're doing dirt. Got zombie brain. Now, first sword and number 1 pickaxe can go in there. Let's try and get this a little bit better sorted. Arrow. I'm going to use that food first, I think. Zombie head. I have no real good use for a zombie. Ooh, helmet. I think every little bit of protection helps. Because like that, I think that zombie 2 hit at me before when I had no protection. And that is just crazy. Just plain crazy. But I have Mine Factory reloaded stuff now. Now let's go for... I totally don't know what I'm going to go for. We went for like a harvester and did a tree farm. I kind of want to expand this first. Okay. Before I do anything else, I want to make an igni. An igni. No. You. Okay, so I need a machine frame, a piston, 2 glass, 2 tin, and a pneumatic servo. So that's gold, 4 glass, and 4 iron. That's going to be easy. Gold, 4 iron, 4 glass. Let's try a bit harder now to actually get things in the spot where they're meant to be. Okay, now we need a piston. Good old piston. So we need 1 more iron. No, iron goes in the middle, you go at the bottom. 4 of the cobble, and some of you. Come on, and now we need the pneumatic servo. I don't think I've ever made a pneumatic servo. So it's 2 iron, 2 glass, and a redstone. Easy stuff. And a redstone, and 2 iron, and then to solve it all we need 2 tin. Where is tin? Where is tin? Where is tin? Tin, there we go. Something else that I did off camera, I can't remember if I told you or not, is I had forestry tin and thermal expansion tin, and I had forestry copper and thermal expansion copper. And I just did a 1-for-1 trade on them, because I hated having, a half a stack and a half a stack taking up extra room in my chest. So pretty much now I think I'm going for all thermal expansion. Anything that has like a Forge Dictionary trade, I'm basically doing it. So I don't consider that cheating. If you do, I'm sorry for your loss. We're missing something. It's going to be 2 glass, isn't it? It's always glass. Machine frame, piston. Where'd that pneumatics? Oh, come on, you couldn't even pick it up? Hate the fact that you can sometimes get things stuck like that and you can't pick them up. Okay, igneous extruder. Now I don't know what you do, but I'm sure you don't need power. So, this is my plan. I I already have a bucket of water. I have a bucket of force as well. I'm not going to change that for anything. So there's my bucket of lava. I'm going to place this here. I'm going to make the output to the left hand side. I'm going to turn all that off for now. I can place bucket of lava in. No, you right click things, don't you, with this game? Yep, bucket of lava goes in. Empty bucket can go back. Bucket of water goes in. Fill that back up. Put you away. Now hopefully this should now be making cobblestone and putting it in the chest. Excellent. Now that's going to keep doing that until it completely fills that chest. Which, now that I think about it, is probably not exactly what I'm after. I don't know how much cobblestone I'm going to need, but I'm quietly confident I don't need like 100 chests worth of it. So I can manually now, we want the back. There we go. We can just let that thing run and just do its own thing. And eventually, once I've got enough lava, I can just use it to produce obsidian too. And I do have a fair bit of lava. So I'm going to sleep now, and then I'm going to make myself, I guess, what is the next step up in terms of engines. Which is a magmatic engine. Dynamo, magmatic dynamo. There we go. Magmatic dynamo. So this thing needs what's that? An iron, so we need 8, 10, 11 invar ingots. Yeah, 11 invar ingots. Plus one of those. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. That bit's easy. Recipe. Need one more redstone, and then just simply 11 invar ingots. Okay. What is the recipe for an invar ingot? Okay, we need to make an invar blend, which is ferrous and 2 iron. Okay, so we want ferrous, which we have quite a lot of. So we need 4 of those, and then just a bunch of iron. How much power have we got in here? Heaps, good. So I need 8, I believe. And then we need to keep 2 iron. About to fill the lava, I'm sure. Come on. I do like the fact that you can re-smoosh these things back up if you make a mistake. 12 invar blend, that's more than I need, but not going to really be a problem anyway. So we've got 1084. Let's see if we get much experience for these. Yeah. It looks like we don't get any, but we still get the ingots. That's what's important. I don't know what kind of tree that is. I want to turn this thing over here into a cave spider trap. I was going to use an XP farm, but hello. This thing here is just absolutely ridiculous. It's a pity this doesn't go a bit faster. I know I can do a speed core upgrade to it to make it just go like boom, 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 like super fast. But of course the downside to that super fast is that you don't get 10 times the experience from it. So, you know, much of a muchness, really. No, I put you there. Clipboard. Come on. Thank you. Don't like it when I get that bit of laggage out of things. Makes me wonder if it's something to do with Darkcraft. Okay. Oh no, all of my crafting is having a very unfriendly lag at the moment. It can't be for the best. But we now have a magmatic dynamo anyway. I'm pretty sure I can put you... Bloop. Now you just take lava. Excellent. Now I just need a bucket with which to put lava in. You will do nicely. And over here should be some lava I prepared earlier. I can hear Mr. Skellington. Okay, oops. Bloop. And it turns on. Now, something that I've been told about is, see how this has like a little lava colored bar there? That means it's using lava. Now this one here has no color. That's because it's a solid fuel engine, doesn't accept color. Now this thing here pumps out apparently quite a lot of power for quite a long period of time, which is very efficient of it. And I like efficiency, especially when it's efficiency gone mad. That was a useless piece of food. Thankfully these berry metallies are vastly superior. How do I clear my death point? Death point, we want remove. Perfect, okay. So what have I done this episode? I have planted a couple of different things. I have seeded over there. I have started producing cobble at quite a good rate. Producing lots of power from my lava generator. The other thing that I would like to try and do... Maybe I could do that. I have to work out a way to get out of the squeezer though. Maybe I could squeeze seed oil and burn seed oil, because the next kind of engine is, I believe, a compression. Compression dynamo, which takes... Actually, it only takes tin. Oh, yeah, there we go, we're on that. Tin... what do they need? Silver. A couple of pieces of redstone. Come on, let's go for thermal expansion tin gear. So that's iron in the center. Did I get iron yet? I would probably be better off making the forestry tin gears that only use stone. But kind of lazy, because that does involve making stick ones and then making stone ones. Now this takes a liquid, in this case I think water as a coolant, and then it takes a liquid fuel. Now we should have heaps in the way of water, it's just a matter of getting some pipes with which to pump it. You are an energy conduit, so you are not what I'm looking for. In fact, ha! Self-filling up with liquid. That is perfect. Now all I need is a liquid fuel with which to put in there. how are we going for seeds? I don't feel like 16 seeds are really going to cut it. I think in terms of buckets of seed oil and things like that, this is not going to be brilliant. Yeah, we get 20 millibuckets. That means I need to do 100 seeds to get a bucket. Yeah, let's be honest, this is not going to be a brilliant way of generating power. But I just want to do it to prove that I can do it. So, prepare to bear with me. As we go and harvest ourselves some seeds. Okay, so how are we doing? 29 seeds, less the number that it's going to take to replace it. I think I might have been better. Where'd that skeleton just go? Oh, that's down here, isn't it? Was that a... Ha! There's my allberry bushes. Totally forgot about those things. I need to work out a way to make it so I don't forget again. Let's do it like that. That way I should have trouble forgetting that it's there. I mean, of course, with me there's always the possibility that I'll completely forget about something. But it should be more difficult to forget that it's there. Come on, really? All these things that shouldn't be very hard end up being very, very complicated and difficult when your driver's not yet competent. And in this case, the not yet competent driver would be me. And I can't, until I get 100 seeds, I can't really do anything. Yeah, I need an awful lot to be able to do anything at all. I'm gonna have to go crazy with bones, I think. Unless, is there a recipe for you to make? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go crazy. And I'm gonna do that off camera. And I will get myself 1 bucket of seed oil, and then I will finish the video with that. So hopefully back soon. Okay guys, after much stuffing around, I finally have 1 bucket full. Unfortunately, the plugins for forestry mod seems to have removed my ability to actually make normal forestry liquids and pretty much every liquid in a metal bucket. There are still a lot of them, but things like a seed oil, see, there's no bucket of seed oil anymore. Instead, I need to make a wooden bucket. So, not that that's a big deal, it's just a bit of a pain. So we will grab ourselves our wooden bucket. And now, hopefully, if I do this, we should end up with 1 bucket of seed oil. So it can produce 3 Minecraft joules per tick for quite a bit. Or we can... why won't you let me put you in? Compression dynamo. Hold shift for information. Requires a fluid fuel, and a coolant. This doesn't look that great. unless of course this particular fuel source can't burn in that, in which case I've just wasted a whole heap of time and achieved absolutely nothing. Story of my life, great attempt, poor execution, ended up with nothing. What that means is I'm going to have to find probably some oil or something that will actually burn in this. Let's have a quick look. If we go bucket of, so you work in the force engine. You don't seem to work in really anything. Neither do you guys. Can fuel the force engine, the magmatic engine. There you go. It is coolant in the compression dynamo. Works in the biogas engine. Also coolant. Okay, so we can use oil or fuel. I'm sure we can use ethanol. Biomass. Bioethanol. So you can produce 0.5 million RF in the compression dynamo. That sounds pretty good. How much does a bucket of lava produce? So that only produces 180,000. So that bioethanol is way better. What do we need though? We need, is it a still? No, we're going to need way too much stuff in order to produce that. So that's going to have to be a job for the future, I think. This, I think I'm going to have to run off. We've got oil. Yeah, we've got buckets of oil. So you only produce about as much as a bucket of lava, which is, I'll be honest, it's not brilliant. The whole thing seems to be a little underwhelming. Disappointment abounds sometimes with these mods when you don't know what you're doing. So just to make up for all that effort I wasted on seed oil, bucket of that in there, we will get ourselves almost stack of force logs, and we will squeeze the heck out of them. That'll make me just feel better. At least now my power is going somewhere and doing something useful. So again, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and thank you for supporting the Astocky team launcher as well. Until next time, Astocky out.